everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out. Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach and see if he can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. We've talked a little, mostly about the Stars and Avalanche, and it's really, the Stars are the only team I really have right now, giving me hope. But Austin, I will just say this. I hate seeing that Pete DeBoer stat about his record in Game 7s.
Why is that? Because he's still yet to lose, so it's not a bad stat until it's won. It's not a bad stat.
It's just that I hate it. It's like saying the Kickers has hit everyone. To me, it's just saying this could be the one.
But they've said it before every Game 7.
I know.
So I don't really think
me out every time.
I don't really think you can consider it like a jinx because they do it before every single time that he's had a Game 7. He's won every one so far. Sure, eventually you're human and you're probably going to lose one in your career, but that doesn't mean that this is that one. But
I'm always scared it could be that one. I felt the same way because they had the Stars. Vegas went in 7 to that went to 7. Then you have that stat, and then also apparently the Stars have never lost a Game 7 to the Avalanche in the history of the playoffs, which also scares me just because this could be the one.
Sure, it always could be, but that's true no matter what, right? I mean, even if he was 5-4 instead of 8-0, I mean, it could be this time he's 5-5. It's just a stat, Kevin. I think you're getting a little bit too superstitious with it because the numbers will always say what they are, right? So they could always be worse next time or better next time. You never know.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, I do think it goes to show just he has that level of preparation, which we can talk about just the level of NHL coaches, which it did work for Vegas, but to get Pete DeBoer, I think was huge for the Stars. But also I am curious, the Avalanche, I think it's been a really good series. Period 2 was awesome. Period 3 stunk because of just that own goal, but Nathan McKinnon is amazing. However, I am curious. I feel both of these teams can make a long run. I would, especially for the Stars, to me, the point would be they are doing this all without Jason Robertson and Miro Heiskanen. Miro Heiskanen, I would say, is the bigger piece because of just how bad the defense is. Because I was thinking about if Robertson was to play in Game 7, which it was announced he won't be playing, same thing with Miro. What do those lines look like? I think you would have to put. I think I figured it out. Dodonov would go to the 4th line, and you have Granlund move to the 3rd line.
Yeah, that's probably what it'd be. It's just I don't know. It's going to take a lot for the Stars, I think, to have a very long run. But it's the playoffs, so anything can happen. I think even if you add Miro, this is still probably the worst or top or bottom 3 worst decors in the playoffs, even if you add Miro. And definitely without Miro, I think they easily have the worst blue line in the entirety of the playoffs. And that's something that the Avs obviously have in Cale Makar, but they also have Devin Taves, and they have Sam Girard, and they have so many other guys on their blue line that's allowing them to be successful. But the Stars have been able to stick through it, and they're going into this Game 7 with home ice advantage, a rocking crowd in Dallas, and they're going to have every opportunity to do it. It's just, we'll see.
Yeah, so I kind of bring that up of how good these teams are. just how much of an effect does this series going 7 affect their long-term chances for both teams?
0, and that's because the team they're going to have to play next is going to have to also go 7. And not even mentioning that, their game 7 is going to be after the Stars game 7. So the Stars or Avalanche would have a longer rest time. Now, if you have back-to-back game 7 series, right, where both go all the way, it's going to be a little bit harder. But if the Jets or the Blues are coming off a sweep, I think there would be side of an advantage. But in hockey, you plan on playing every game, and you're going to have a rest advantage. As at the time of this recording, the Blues are up 5-1 in the second period. I find it really hard to believe that the Jets can score 5 straight to actually win that game, or do better than that to win this game. So I don't think it's going to be much of a hamper at all. Not to mention the fact that, like you said, the Stars are getting healthier at a time when a lot of teams are getting more injured. But you obviously have to survive while you're hurt to be able to play with those guys when they come back. But I don't think this really dampers their chances either. So I think as long as you survive Game 7, you have a solid chance of going far in the playoffs.
Yeah, so I was kind of looking at it from both perspectives because I know I want the Stars to win, but I'm also curious. I really don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to be super nervous for Game 7, but I am curious sort of the long-term effects because I know Vegas won, but I feel the Avalanche and Stars have a good chance against the Jets. Of course, it's the playoffs, but if they do win, I think that would go at least 6, maybe even 7 games. So I'm curious once they get to the Western Conference Finals. I would see this more with the Stars and just kind of their blue line, but just kind of how tired would people be? I think we saw that with the Stars last year versus Edmonton. They just ran out of gas.
I don't even think it was that. I think there's a lot more going into it. I mean, they were up 2-1 in that series. The Stars were. So I think it was more of a collapse than it was tiredness. There's definitely parts in both of those, or all 3 of those games that ended up losing because they lost 3 straight to in the series. They definitely could have won, and pucks bouncing here or there. But again, it's a survive and advance type of sport, and I definitely think they're going to have a solid opportunity moving forward. It's just I just don't trust their blue line, and that's something that they're going to have to push through if they're going to move far.
Yeah, and I'm very curious to see what happens. I think it's going to be a really exciting Game 7. I know Pierre LeBrun tweeted out that the second period was kind of his favorite he'd seen in a long time. I was just kind of curious what you saw. What have you seen from this series? I know you have a Stars rooting interest, but I know you also have a hockey just interest. Like, what have you seen from the series overall?
Both teams have looked like the dominant team in this series. Both teams have looked like the team that was easily going to win this series, and that's not been the case. I definitely think that the Stars have the advantage when it comes to forwards and their ability to score. I know that they have McKinnon and all that, but depth scoring is something that is invaluable, and the Stars definitely have more of that. However, they sacrificed that for having, again, a very bad decor. And I think it's going to depend on how much of an impact Devin Taves and Sam Girard and Cal McCarr can make. But I think I like the Stars' chances. I mean, this is a series that's built on 2 fronts because Mackenzie Blackwood's never played in the playoffs before. And you have Ottinger, who's been to multiple Western Conference Finals before. So it's a very different feel for all 3 levels of this team. And the only thing that's kind of equal is coaching. The coaching's pretty similar, even though DeBoer hasn't won a cup yet. But I feel confident about the Stars' chances, but it's definitely been a great series. Any series that goes 7, it's hard for a 7-game series to be bad.
Yeah. And I'm just kind of curious, like the entertainment level. I think that's going to be super exciting for anyone I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to hold a pillow. I just have no idea how I'm going to react. Just kind of with how my sports year has gone. But I think from an entertainment level, it's really fun and going to be really exciting, but also nerve-wracking for either of the fans.
Yeah, that makes sense. Game 7s are, especially in hockey, if it goes to OT, I mean, it's definitely something that you're going to be nervous about playing, and it's hard because it's a sport that can be decided on one shot, and it's hard to stomach that because, I mean, again, overtime is just so difficult. I mean, last year, did they go to 7 with the Avs last year?
No, it went to 6, but it went to double overtime, and that's the I like to say butt goal. Marchment had interference because they said his butt was in front of the goalie. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
But when I think about last season, I think about Game 3 in overtime with the Stars and Vegas Golden Knights when Wyatt Johnston got a goal.
Yeah, and I mean, this Stars team has had a lot of experience, a lot of success actually in the playoffs with overtime, but they've also lost some games in OT, and that's something that I think every team experiences while they're going on that chase for the cup. Which the Stars have been a great team in the last since the 2020s have started. 2 Western Conference Finals appearances, a Stanley Cup Final appearance, but they still get to get over the hump. So
I read this will be their 96th playoff game since 2019. And
so in the 2020s?
Yeah, in
or
the 20s.
Yeah, okay.
In that era. And they've won all of the past first round series 6 out of 7 times, which I guess would be the only loss would be 2022 Calgary in Game 7.
Yeah, and the year before they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
So,
but once they made the playoffs. So, yeah, I think they're a well battle-tested team, but I do think the defensive core is hurting them, especially when you're playing an offense like Colorado and Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, and I mean, it's 2 teams that don't like each other. They definitely fought, and I'm excited for Game 7. This should be a good one.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.